Well, Mason, it's been a while since we've seen you here at a Fight Pass Invitational. To be able to come back, get a submission the way that you did, just how are you feeling about the performance tonight?
Yeah, obviously I feel great. I've been gone for way too long. I was out with a back injury, which sucks. You can't really do anything. And so to be back healthy, not only training again, but still competing at a high level on one of the biggest stages in jiu-jitsu, feels great.
And in your time off, I mean, you spent some time coaching with Chael Sonnen on The Ultimate Fighter. How beneficial was that for you in the time off, even though you were recovering with the back issues, just to be able to be around people and still kind of give your knowledge about jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, definitely. I still, even if I'm injured or if I'm not training, I'm always teaching seminars and stuff. That's like my second job. So I think it's still good to be involved with the sport and be teaching technique and keeping the technique fresh in your head at all times.
And with this Fight Pass Invitational new rule set, you didn't need any judges' scorecards. You didn't even make it out of the first round. But for you, how do you feel like the new rule set will kind of help move things forward in future Fight Pass Invitationals?
Yeah, I think it's good because in jiu-jitsu, it kind of sucks. Like if you do a long, 15-minute match, you get so tired, that you want to kind of conserve and pace yourself. But in this rule set, all right, I'm gonna give it my all because I know I'm gonna have that 1-minute break. So we're gonna get those 2 1-minute breaks to recover. I think it's gonna cause for guys to be a little more explosive. They're not gonna be pacing as much.
And you have a lot of experience here at Fight Pass Invitationals. This was his first, I believe. So for you, did you feel any kind of pressure to go out there and get a submission and get a win against a guy that is making his debut here?
100%. I think the pressure is always more so on the favorite because if you win, no one's surprised. That's what everyone thought was gonna happen. But if you lose, it's gonna be a big deal. If I would have lost, it would have made headlines all over all the jiu-jitsu news outlets and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot more pressure on being the favorite sometimes because the underdog is you guys all think I'm gonna lose. So if I lose, whatever, you know what I mean? So.
And walk me through the finish, just throughout that first round. What were some of the biggest adjustments you felt like you needed to make in order to lock up this submission?
Yeah, once I got to the rubber guard, I'm pretty confident with my omoplata finishes. So once I got there, I felt pretty good. It was just a couple things before that, I was rushing a little bit, so I wanted to kind of settle in. And, I had the top position. I just wanted to be a little bit heavy on him, let him use a little bit of his energy, not rush anything and kind of slowly work towards the submission.
Now that you're back, you're healthy, we're having these Fight Pass Invitationals all the time now, it feels like. For you, is there someone on your mind that maybe you want to face in the future?
Yeah, I like being here at 205, but I'm also not opposed to going to heavyweight. But it doesn't matter, honestly. People at 205, people at heavyweight. I want to be number one in the world, and I think my easiest route to being number one in the world is to be the number one 205er in the world. So, that, like I said, if anyone thinks that they're the best 205-pounder in the world, come prove it.
Well, Mason, it was great to have you back. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.